Yo, what's up guys? Dave on here, trying something new where I do a VOD review of one of my VODs. I've got kind of a scuffed ass setup with the windowed league, but it's so I can have notes on the side here, so we can just kind of take notes of what we're talking about throughout the VOD. Doing this just because I'm too lazy to actually edit the notes into the video, you know? It's a lot easier for me to keep track of shit when it's on the side like this. This is actually how I used to play League back in the day, like probably 2 years ago. Kind of like end of Season 8, start of Season 9, and start of Season 9 is when I started playing Pyke. I would play League in windowed and have the notes, just have like general notes on the side. I also have like shit like champion cooldowns as well. Like this would be my notes square, and then this square would be, oh shits, the cooldowns of the champion I was laying against. Which is pretty useful to have. Like a champion like Vladimir, his W cooldown, you know, you don't know it exactly, but if you had to guess, it'd be like 20 or so, right? Some people would say like 18. Like I'd ask my stream chat, I get like wildly different answers. Just you know that it's long, but you don't know exactly how long. So having a little notepad that tells you Vladimir's W's, I'm pretty sure 24 seconds makes it very useful. Another champion would be like Syndra, her E cooldown. Being able to punish cooldowns in mid lane is just like super important. So you need to just know like the exact amount of time you have in between their abilities. But moving on, I'm gonna start with the VOD. I'm playing Pyke against Akali. Usually in this meta I like to take TP against matchups like Akali, because I just have enough like games played where I just know if I will have kill pressure or not based on jungle mid matchup a lot of the time, but also like the 1v1 matchup mid as well. Akali is kind of a champion that it's really hard to solo kill with Ignite, and especially in Challenger. Like I think if you're below the elo of like Diamond, or even, you know, sometimes like even below Master, a lot of Akalis just won't understand how strong like level 1 Pyke can really be and how punishing it can be if she fucks up once. But in Challenger, a lot of the Akalis know how to play the matchup at a base, like a basic baseline, and that's pretty much all they need to, you know, at least not die in the matchup. But with TP, I can affect the jungle matchup a lot. Like the kind of the way Pyke can find his way out of shit matchups is by taking 2v2s with the jungler, and if you win the jungle mid fight, it's massive, you know, especially when Pyke is at level 6. And two kills and a 2v2 will mean actually 4 kills in total gold, you know? So we get a ward on Nidalee's blue buff, which is helpful to know just where the jungler is going. A lot of high elo players will be aware of the jungler's pathing to and play around it. So here I'm pretty sure I'm checking my stream chat, or just talking to chat. But when I take TP, I want them to shove it into me, so I don't really mind. If I take Ignite, if I'm against a much worse Akali, and I take Ignite, or just an Akali I believe I can solo kill, I'll start E level 1, and then off E level 1 you can actually, if you land the first one, you can flash for the second one and get the kill a lot of the time. That's why runes like Chief Shot are really useful. But I'm just letting Akali shove me in, because I know I'm not gonna have kill pressure if I fight hard level 1. So this is pretty standard. I know Akali's going for this melee minion, even though she's in the Shroud. So I want to punish her CS, because it's really my only opening. This hook is kind of bullshit, but pretty much goes between the minions. She is bone plating, so I know I usually check the op.gg. I like to check for bone plating, just because it will change your level 1, level 2 trade a lot. But what's really good about this hook is I actually get her into turret range. And my 2 hail autos obviously get blocked by bone plating, so a lot less damage, but the turret shot is what matters. And so I know she wants to crush this wave, right? I'm waiting for my level 2 right now. I actually hit level 2 off this melee minion. I start walking up, right? I go for the punish on overextension. So I actually want to talk about my positioning right before I level 2. It's really important. Shit, my bad. So it's off this next minion, right? I let the turret get the minion for me, and I start walking forward. this is like, I've been watching a lot of Beifeng vods, and this is like the exact way he'll set up for a lot of kills early. Is just like positioning right off the level 2. So I got all this distance upwards towards Akali, right? And she wasn't really expecting me to do this like immediately off level 2. She was going for the crash on the wave. So I land my E on her. I actually inputted right behind her here, but it was some weird pathing shit. Like, I know I inputted right behind her, but I kind of got body blocked on her. But it was fine. Like, I wanted to wait anyways, because the goal here is to make her tank a tower shot, and that's how she dies, right? That's the goal. So I needed this minion to die right here. Right? I'm waiting for that melee minion. That's why it was good to stall the hook, even though, like, my pathing got messed up. But it was still the same result. So I hook her into my turret. And I don't actually input towards her. I know she's going to flash because tower shot's like guaranteed here without flashing, right? So I actually start walking forward. If I walk backwards, I wouldn't have as much distance to chase her. And I know my hail's coming back up, so I can obviously win this. She has no W. Her W's on cooldown. So hail comes up right now. This is a really annoying hail bug, and I don't really understand how it works, but I should have hail for this auto, right? At least that's what I think. I feel like if I auto as like my hail's coming up, the auto should get the attack speed, but it doesn't. And then the next one doesn't either. It's really weird. Look how long it takes me to actually proc this hail auto. Like, it procs off the attack speed, but it just took so long. And you know, if the Akali had ignite, then it could have been very different because of the hail not procking as soon as I wanted it to. But this is kind of Akali just overextending too much. A lot of Akalis will take take E at level 2, which makes it really hard to hit her with your E, you know. But if the Akali takes W there, what she did to try and crash the wave into the turret, just didn't end up working because her W is on cooldown. Just went all in on her. But this is the classic pyke mid. Even though I get a solo kill, they TP back and she is shoved for scuttle timer. So I have no choice but kind of just to soak this wave. But good thing to note is that I have TP as well. So if I really want to take a fight with my jungler, I can base TP. Don't remember exactly what happens here, but she obviously rotates for a ward. Wave didn't fully crash. We knew Nidalee started bot side because of this ward, and she cleared it. I'm pretty sure she cleared it, I forgot. So I'm pretty sure a fight breaks out here, right? I'm just chilling on my turret. I just want to soak XP and get all the CS I can. My jungler paths straight into the Nidalee. Not a whole lot you can do here. This stuff happens all the time. I actually try to save it and rotate. If we had top prio, this would have been like a somewhat decent play. Like if my Jace was here first, then this would have been a good play. But since we didn't have top prio, this was a shit play. I tried to Q flash auto, but I'm 4 HP off. And I actually end up hitting, I hit the Trinity, which sucks. Blow my flash, don't get the Nidalee kill. Happens. Going for early kills like that is usually worth on Pyke. But on the bright side, I got the solo kill on Akali, so I get my first base serrated. Having serrated on your first base is like the most important thing in mid lane, at least for assassins. It's a really good spike. So I'm gonna just put down a basic note. When taking TP, actually let me do that. When taking TP, and oh shit, man, this ain't working too well, is it? There we go. Where in matchups with low kill pressure, let them shove you early. Bro, why is this shit underlining when I don't want it to? Dude, I haven't used this in so long. This is tilting me. Thank you. Let me get rid of this Alex too. Okay. Sorry, this is scuffed as fuck. Kind of just doing this on the fly. But I thought it'd be cool. First of these videos is definitely going to be scuffed as fuck while I figure out what to do. Because I usually don't do content like this. So, even though I die, I have TP. and I know that my Echo's going to bot crab. But I knew that Nidalee was low going for the crab, right? Like, the crab is super obvious. She has her Trinimir helper. Pretty much when I take TP on pyke mid, I never actually use it into mid lane. Like, a lot of the champs I play, like Echo and Sylas, can use it mid lane. But a lot of the times in solo queue, just using your TP to affect the map is a lot more effective. And when you're playing pyke, you pretty much always want to be affecting the map as much as you can. So I know that she's still level 3 on level 4, and I can actually contest her with this crab. Now, this play ends up not doing a whole lot, but I'm able to get back to the mid wave relatively fast too. Pretty much what I'm doing is just wasting the time of Nidalee. Just like hitting her, making her mad. Now her scuttle is going to take way longer to do. I just use my E to get away. So I missed some CS, but I at least affect the tempo of their jungler. So my Echo finishes crab right before Nidalee does. And if he executes his bot dive right, then like Echo is ahead, even though the fight in the jungle went so shit, you know. But it gets misplayed. I don't really feel like watching. You just gotta move on from what happened, you know. So I'm gonna rewind a little bit back to the lane phase when I walked back after hitting Nidalee. Okay. So I just made sure to waste as much time as possible there, just like to help out my jungler. Because Nidalee is like a super high tempo jungler, right, in solo queue, and she can be like super useless later on in the game. So whatever you do to Nidalee early game can really impact the entire game. Because a lot of the times in Challenger, like Nidalee with an early game snowball just fucking takes over the game. And it's over before you can even finish your items. So I have a wave slow pushing. I can't really stop her from queuing me. Like, something that sucks a lot about pyke mid is when you get solo kills, like, sometimes it doesn't really mean a whole lot. Especially when they TP back and, you know, a fight that happens that doesn't go in your favor. But what's good about this slow push is I can make a roam happen. So, I forget exactly what happens here. Oh yeah, Jace 1v2's under turret. Trinimir is super, super low, right? And I'm pretty confident I can go for this kill. I'm pretty sure I was asking if Trinimir had flash here. Like, I typed in chat, does Trinimir have flash? And Mr. Dokla did not respond. So, this was a bit of a greedy play. I know I just need auto Q auto, but it barely doesn't kill. E away. I have like 90% to level 5 here. My E kills, and I get level up, and then I triumph, and the minions don't kill me. I've been running triumph a shit ton, and in solo queue it's actually every game I run triumph nowadays, to be honest. And it just it makes you able to go for like way riskier plays when you're really confident on the amount of damage you can take. But here, I based in a really, really bad spot. Nidalee had tier 2 boots and is playing Nidalee, so I really should just like run away after that. But I got the bounty off Trinimir, so it's not a big deal. I get CR boots. Use TP to affect or to impact the map. Rarely use to your own lane unless, like, you know, fat minion wave that you need. Or like a mid fight that happens, kind of like in the river. Like my TP to Scuttle is kind of considered a mid fight just because I was near mid lane. I was gonna get back to the wave really fast after doing it. So my Echo's actually up in farm. Even after pretty shit early fight. Kali's up XP on me, unfortunately. It is what it is. A lot of the times with pyke mid, you'll just have to sack your XP just to make plays on the map. This buy is really nice. Serrated and CDR boots. Really cool for your ulti cooldown. Just cooldowns all your spells. Just a really nice item. I've always loved CDR boots. Slow push the wave here. I don't want this wave to push very fast, and I can't make it push fast anyways. I have no choice. So with this champion, you're always going to be slow pushing because there's no such thing as fast shoving a wave on this champ. That is the direction Riot took this champ. Get a hook on her, but doesn't really mean a whole lot. The 2 potions. I also don't go D-shield anymore. Forgot to mention that at the beginning of the video. I just, you know, serrated first base is the most important thing for Pyke mid. And going D-Shield just delays that by so much gold, you know? Delays it by 475. And if you start Longsword, you can get it way easier. Just have to manage your health with 2 health potions, you know? Which is pretty hard to do against Akali. But, you know, a decent amount of HP you can always work with for fights. This is what the lane phase is going to look like most of the time when any of you play it. So Echo ganks from topside. She's ulti, so I don't think we get her. I actually missed the cannon for this gank, unfortunately. We get our ult. Not the worst thing in the world. If we take a fight, then it's really punishing for them after our ulti goes down. Pushing the wave. Echo is being my wave helper. And they actually engage with Akali Noir, but I don't think she takes that. Yeah. Nidalee walks into my hook. She's no flash. Gets killed. 900 gold. This champion needs a rework. I repeat, needs a rework. The 900 gold mechanic is way too dumb. Go for an RE on her. Land the stun, but Bard's nearby. I just wanted to get a decent chunk on her, even though like I'm probably basing after this. But both supports roam. This is classic. This is classic solo queue gameplay. I hooked the minion. That would have been a kill on Bard. I was very mad about that minion just chasing me. Charge my Q when Akali hits the E. I'm just ready to cancel it as soon as she goes for it, but she doesn't go for it. I definitely want this wave. Don't remember exactly what happened here. I'm just staying for XP. My ulti's down. The only way to gain HP on this champion is through levels, you know? Very, very squishy champ. And the only way to make it tanky is by leveling up. Or relatively tanky, you know? But the problem is, he doesn't have any wave clear, so you have to sack a lot of waves to be able to snowball a game. But the best Pyke mid games are where you have a lot of ulti kills and a lot of XP. This is pretty important against Nidalee. So when you get hit by a spear from Nidalee and she has flash, your E timing is very important. Very, very important. So I'm gonna slow mo this. So Nidalee can like kind of buffer her Q when she's in range. I'm not sure exactly how it works. But if you E too late here, she gets the Q off. So you have to react pretty fast. Like the moment you see Nidalee cast the jump is kind of when you need to E away. Because a lot of the time when I play against Nidalee, if I E too late there, she actually buffers the Q and it follows me through my E. So you need to make sure to be able to time that well. Unfortunately, I played like super ballsy here. Super ballsy. I have ulti soon. And she's in tower range. I wanted to be able to dodge her hook, or dodge her spear, and then like move over here and throw a hook at her. To like at a range where her cougar form couldn't really kill me, and she's just stuck tanking turrets. But I messed up my dodge on the spear. I've been playing a lot against this Nidalee player. A lot of my games recently. We stomp when he's on my team, and it's kind of 50-50s on enemy. But that's like just a limit test play, to be honest. I'm never really mad going for those because I know if I just play it like really, really well, I can win it and just snowball out of control, you know? So Echo somehow kills my mid laner. Notice my reaction to Echo killing my lane opponent. The wave is gone. And the only thing to go for mid is either like an invade with my team or a roam. And I choose the roam to bot lane because there's a wave building up. Both sides are good. Like roaming with your blitz to make a top dive happen would be good, but it's a Tryndamere, so it's really hard to dive Tryndamere. So I go bot lane just to make sure they can't dive my Jhin. Because when the ADC is 1v2 a lot of the time, in solo queue people will dive it. That's kind of the cue to dive bot lane is when the ADC is 2v1, you know? Or if the bot lane is just super weak. So I pressure them, the gank doesn't really do a whole lot. I missed some CS. I knew I had free time, but I kind of spent a little bit too much time. We go for invade here, and all my blitz is rotating. So one thing to note is I have ulti and I have flash. I can't tell if Nidalee's flash is bugged or not. I can't remember if she flashed already. Yeah, she flashed mid lane, right? Yeah. So no flash, and I know that. Blitz lands a hook, I QE off of it. So if I ulted before the Bard ult, it would have gotten blocked. Like a lot of the time against Bard, you just want to wait. Unless you just have a good timing for it. Like if you ulti right before he does, then it will go through. But a lot of the time if you see the Bard ult and then you try to ulti before it goes off, then you're just going to fuck yourself over and the Bard ult's going to hit first. So you just need really good reactions. So this ulti was in XE range, it was well placed, but Nidalee had her E ability, so it doesn't execute. Very mad about it. I still try to salvage it. Like, it's important to go into a fight and have a plan B for if your ulti won't execute. Like, even if you are 99% certain that the ulti's going to execute, you still need to be ready for if it doesn't. Because there's a lot of bullshit in this game, a lot of healing that you just won't expect. So a lot of the times when it's a really close ult, I will just assume it's gonna fuck up somehow. But just be ready for both options, Be ready for both options. But I will be very ready to still just clean it up if the ulti doesn't execute, because it just happened so many times to me. So I still get the kill and I get out. I don't remember if she had a bounty. Oops. Don't think she did. But it's good to invade in the jungle. Sets the jungle behind. Like, playing for jungle in solo queue is just beyond broken. Especially if you're playing a champ like Pyke mid. So Blitz walks down mid. Echo is also here. They have less members, so they're automatically going to lose this fight. Kali's caught. Flashes to the portal. I thought she used her E, to be honest. I totally thought she used E. I did not see that she flashed. Echo chases down the Bard. Good ulti from him. My ulti's not up yet, so I'm playing kind of safe, but Blitz lands a hook, so I just convert off of it. My E was a little bit too early here. The chain CC was bad off of it, but we still end up getting her. Happens a lot. And in solo queue is 3v3s between mid jungle support. And in my opinion, the support a lot of the time will be the role that impacts it the most, and the better support player seems to impact it too much, and the role is very OP in my opinion. But I mean, mid jungle are very, very good roles as well, I just don't think it's an even 30% between each role for these fights, A lot of the time the support will be the one that skews it. So I think I see ball lane action happening, and I want to dive, but I see Nidalee, so I run away. One thing I did with my build this game is I didn't have enough gold for Dustblade, and this is a new patch with reverted Ghostblade, the item that's been shipped for so long, and then they just felt bad for it, so they reverted it to back to what it used to be in season 10. So I rotate bot. I do have ulti here. I see the Nidalee, so I go on her. Pretty sure my ulti gets Nidalee healed again. It's very, very tilting to happen. But fight still goes decently well, pretty sure. Just W away from the Jhin ulti. Oops. I don't want to see Jhin. I want to see me. Get the blue buff, playing for jungle, as always. Always play for jungle. Not really sure why I'm staying. Fight's kind of going decent, so I just kind of stick around. Just play at the edge. And, always go for a nice little chaos whenever you can. That was like 0 risk for me. Not too shabby. Go base here. What gold do I have? Ah, yes. 4,000. Or 2,000. Go, yeah. Serrated and Caulfields. Into Dustblade. My current thoughts on the build path is if you base on enough gold for Dustblade, then you go Dustblade, and if you don't have enough, you go Ghostblade, because Ghostblade's a much cheaper item. This is me using TP. A lot of times, once mid game hits, it's kind of hard to use TP correctly on Pyke, so just going for 1 kill with TP, always worth it. That's what's nice about going Ghostblade here, is TP Ghostblade in, and with W move speed as well. It's really hard for him to get away. But I would consider this TP worth. I'm not really impacting the map, but I'm getting a kill. Which is always nice on Pyke. You just want to be snowballing at all times. But Italy tries to punish me for this, even though she... Why did Italy go here? Wait, hold on here. I mean, I guess he thought I was still level 9. But he's kind of chunked. I think it's just jungler mentality, bro. They're like, I have Red Smite. I will win any 1v1. And they kind of do, though. Like, Red Smite really be that OP. But I think a 2-level disadvantage by herself. This was a little bit dumb. But if it was a true 1v1, she maybe could have beat me. She played it well enough, but Blitz rotates, and she's gone. And Blitz steals my kill, but it is what it is. It's my fault. Push out the top wave. This is very rare. Like, you kind of just push side lane when it's, like, most convenient. Like, we got this Nidalee kill right here, and there was a wave crashing, so, you know, it's in, like, arm's reach. So I decided to push it out. And Pyke's level 11 is really nice. Like, a lot of the time, your ulti cooldown will go down by, like, what, 15, 20 seconds. And, you know, having as little downtime as possible on ulti is very important, especially when you're trying to end a game before it goes late. So, I don't know how to check my XP here, but I know that I'm just farming for level 11. Have my Jace invading red, so I go support him. Don't think I really want to fight too much here. I do have ulti though, so if we can cash into leave, then it's definitely killable because she's level 8. Good Zonia's. Man, I was pretty pissed about this. So I know she wants to flash over to the side of the wall, right? But I also want to cover the Zonias. So pretty much the situation I was forcing her in is this ulti is going to land on your Zonias and you need to flash instantly out of it. And I thought I placed it pretty well. But what turns out is my timing was just shit. I didn't rewatch that ulti until now. So the placement was good, but one thing that I've gotten worse at over the past couple months is the Zonia's timing. When I was a true one trick in Season 9, Season 10, dude, I was like pixel perfect with it. I swear to God. I couldn't miss the Zonia's timing. But now that I've been like practicing a lot of other champs, I've gotten a bit worse at this timing, and it's something I'm not proud of because it's very important in solo queue. What I usually look for is this animation right here. So like the orbs are all flying around, and then once it centers in on the target is when you can ulti. But I actually kind of wait a little bit too long. Like I used it a little bit after the orbs hit. Usually you wanna use it like right when they hit the champion, and that's good timing. Pretty tilting looking at it now, to be honest, because that was good placement, just bad timing. And she didn't have a lot of other flashes other than like towards Jace, you know. But one thing you could do is what I used to do like a year and a half ago was get my friends to go in a custom game with me, and we would practice the Zonia's timing. So pretty much I would just force them to buy a stopwatch, and then I would hit level 6 and I get one try. And then they'd farm for Zonia's, and we just wait for the ulti cooldown. But like that was the best way to practice it, because practice tool is kind of useless. No cap. You can't have two people in practice tool, so you can't practice a lot of interactions. I think this game would move so fast if you could practice those interactions, you know? Just like 1 versus 1, or even multiple people. I think you can do it on PvE. There's a way to do it, but you can't do it on live servers. Not that I know of. So mid game hits pretty much, like lane phase is completely over now. Like all turrets are gone. All the tier 1 turrets they have are gone, except for the mid one. But the bot side and top side are gone. So we're playing for mid turret. A lot of the time in mid game, I will just like hover around mid. Now I won't like go mid and sit here and legit like play ARAM on Summer's Rift, but I will play like top side or bot side of the jungle, you know, and hover around that side and play for vision. It's similar to Pyke support in the mid game. Now I will go mid and look for picks, but you want to initially play out vision. So we catch the Nidalee. No, she's no flash. Go for that. E-timing on Zonia's. That's also really good to know, is the E-timing. Blitzlane's hook. Good combo with Pyke Blitz is a great combo. If someone lands hook, you can both chain CC off of it. So like if I land hook, Blitz can hook off of it, and if he lands hook, I can land E off of it because he just knocks them up. So it's chain CC, the knock up into my E, just get the kill. I try to hook the Jhin there. It's important to not always focus on the same exact target. You want to always go for more and try to get the most out of a play. So I'm gonna rewind it really quick. Even though I missed the hook, but it's a good idea. I hit a minion here. Oh, I mean the hook was actually trash. I think I went for Bard. Never mind. I'm trolling. But usually I'll go for Jhin here. I think I told myself I should have gone for Jhin. But I didn't actually do it there. I think I just wanted the chaos. Still A-ramming. You know what it is. We're playing on NA, baby. Go for Jhin there. Drag my stun really poorly. Trigger me 1-for-1s. I whiff my R trying to get the gold off of it. Like using your ulti just to get the 600 gold it's so broken, you know, because you don't actually get a kill. And I'm pretty sure how it works is the ulti gold doesn't actually affect your bounty. So getting this 600 gold, is he worth 600? It might have been like 5 something, but that gold wouldn't go towards my bounty, which is already 500. Excuse me, base. I have Dustblade, Ghostblade. So my third item is completely dependent on enemy team comp. This game, I think I go... What do I go, actually? Well, I'd take the double longsword. That's all I could buy. So the double longsword is like really, really versatile. It can go to a lot of things. So I go straight down mid. Have sweeper, right? You always want to have sweeper in the mid game. Only 4 ward score, Jesus. Yeah, let's not talk about that. I don't know why I had such low ward score in this game. But I go for vision clear in the jungle. It's pretty much what I'm talking about in the mid game. I'm walking around my support. So we're legit like the death squad, bro. Like anyone we find by themselves are fucked. Like a lot of time you do this with your support, and I do this all the time with me and Helicopter. Like in mid game, we are just like 2 goons, 2 businessmen running around like looking for money, bro. Straight up, and we're gonna beat up whoever we find. And you can do this a lot with your supports as long as it's like a CC support, you know. You can't really do this with Soraka too much. But we find a motherfucker. He hooks the guy over the wall. I missed my E. But I knew he had no ulti, so it's free ulti kill. Always look for more resets when you have ulti reset. Like you want to get the most possible out of the recast, because using Pyke's ulti recast doesn't affect the cooldown whatsoever. There is a bug sometimes where it will reset, but it's not intended to. So even like clearing a minion wave is worth with your reset. But every time I use my second ult on like a mini wave, I always check the cooldown to see if it bugged or not. Because sometimes it will reset the full cooldown after using it on a mini wave. And I'm not really sure why it happens. It's like, it happens inconsistently and it's always been like that. As long as I can remember. So they spawn me on a sweeper here. I'm going to help my Jace on the tier 2 turret. It's the only tier 2 left and these turrets are worth a lot of gold. So I just want to support him on the push. My team is also mid lane. So I'm kind of just like playing in between. This is a pretty solid position to be in because Pyke is just so good over walls. So I'm kind of just looking for an opportunity on either side, but the Kali's rotating mid. So if she played like towards turret, I could have maybe looked for something here, but I see her. I go to sneeze, hold on. Oh, maybe not. Use the away. Dragon ultis. We have really good siege comp with Pyke, Jace, and Blitz. So sieging turrets is really strong. It feels like comps that have strong siege just are better in solo queue because a lot of the time like you're just going to end up grouping mid anyways. Or grouping just in a lane and it'll just be kind of like ARAM. Echo ults out. I'm playing pretty far back. Bard ultis, walks up, dies. This is a pretty rough one. So I'm just going to watch my perspective. Go for the Trinimir execute. Combo on Nidalee. So, I want to try and explain like my thought process during this fight. It's kind of hard to think of just because I've played so many team fights on Pyke that I just kind of do it without thinking all the time. I just know what to do. So Echo actually, dude, I don't know why he didn't ulti earlier. This is annoying. Like, as an Echo player, I was really annoyed that he waited so long to ulti when, like, he would have been in a much better position if he just ulted instantly. But, I mean, hey, I'm not trying to flame it. It was just, like, a pet peeve that I had to start that fight off. So Tryndamere goes in by himself. I want to hook him away from the ADC. Or, not the ADC, the Echo. Echo's about to die. This guy Gale forces into the ult. So, like, using your hook to peel can be good. Also, just pick people off. I mean, Bard's positioning was, like, garbage here. Like, I didn't think he'd walk into me. So I had a different plan for this fight to, like, kind of fight these two. But Bard literally just walked straight up to me, and I knew he had no flash. Actually, I might have not known, to be honest with you. I will ulti a lot without knowing if they have flash, but you can kind of guess, like, with how people play. How someone plays when they're in execute range will tell you a lot of the time if they have flash. So after the reset, I'm looking at the Tryndamere, right? I'm just waiting for his ulti to run out. It's pretty easy to kill a Tryndamere in this position, unless he has E, of course. But you can ulti in a good spot to cover his E. Akali has R2, so she's pretty hard to ulti. But I'm trying to assess, like, which target is easier to ulti here, and it's obviously Tryndamere. Like, Akali's a lot more mobile. If I ulti Tryndamere well, like, he can try to E away. But did he even cast it here? No, he didn't. He didn't. So the placement wasn't that good. The combo here. Okay, so a lot of the time when you get an ulti, you want to use your Dustblade auto instantly as soon as you can. So this combo is E forward at her, Dustblade auto, Q flash into R. Pretty sure. Let me replay one more time. You always want to be using your Dustblade auto in between kills because it resets off kills, right? So I kill the Tryndamere. I could have E'd faster here. Don't know if it was up or not. But I go for the E, and I know I can get an auto on her. Yeah, okay, so it's E auto Q flash. What's important to know about Q flash is there is a hitbox behind Pyke. So when you do EQ flash, you want to be, like, slightly in front of them, right, to hit the stun. So when you do EQ flash on Pyke, you need to know the sweet spot of your Q hitbox behind you and your E. This one was pretty easy to do, though. There's a lot harder ones where you do it at, like, max range, and there's just, like, a tiny sweet spot that you have to hit with the Q flash. So we take the tier 2. They pretty much get wiped. So we're up 14k gold, which is pretty disgusting. Like, pretty nasty. A lot of these fights, if I get enough ultis off, like, it's going to be a 2 or 3k gold difference just from one fight, you know? But I've snowballed this game pretty hard. Using TP, like, past 20 minutes is really hard on Pyke. So I was like, dang, dude, I don't think I'm going to have any TP opportunity here. Like, we're getting Drake for free. So I was like, man, I might as well just go TP and farm top. And then after I farm top, just kind of, like, roam around the map. Go for a fight on Akali here. I really shouldn't have done this. This was, like, super ego, but I knew I had Blitz coming. So I wanted to stall for Blitz. But pretty sure... Oh, that's why I missed my R. I was like, how did I lose this? I'm pretty sure I end up dying here. Bard and Jhin rotate. If I hit that R in Akali, they all would have walked in one by one and died to me. But missing your R is just so brutal. It's really only one of Pyke's. It's his only spell, to be honest. Exhaust kind of cucks me from killing that guy. If I kill him, I get Dustblade and Triumph healing. But we still get him with Draven R. Pull him. Gave 1k bounty, but the game is just so blown open from these fights that it seems like giving them 1k doesn't do anything. But a lot of games, like, you can just spam int bounties, and, like, I'll die, and then team will get bounty, teammate will get bounty, and it just gets fucked up. Kind of happens right here, but Dokla's too good. Just kills them both. So let's rewind, or fast forward until I am alive. See what I do. A lot of times I'll get like Twitch chat messages of people asking what do I do late game, and honestly it's just like play with your team in mind. Like you always want to be moving around, mindful of your teammates, and mindful of like how strong you are together. It also depends on the state of the game, you know. I snowballed pretty damn hard this game, so I was able to look for a lot of plays to snowball it. But getting an early solo kill can really just blow open the early game. Having a mid lead can affect the jungle support matchup so well. So this game, or this stage of the game, we just kind of just go for a siege. Like we know we're a really good siege comp, and we're just so far ahead that we can just like bash our heads into the mid lane and know that we can win. So I'm just playing off this. Baron's actually up, but we're not doing it. We're just sitting mid. Flash hook, baby. Nice. I combo off of it with hook. Hook into E. This is prime League of Legends right here. Peak. Echo's like, hey guys, we might be able to do Baron. But I'm going to go mid lane. Because that's where the boys are. And you're going to catch me with the boys. Wait, he goes for a pink ward. Does he see that pink ward? No. What is he going for? Oh, jungle camps. I see, I see. The wolves, of course. Of course we go for the wolves here. Okay, I don't know how I died there. I just found that really funny that we were just like all sieging mid and he's just going for wolves. So top wave crashes. Walking up with Blitz here. Pretty tanky with this build. I built Death Dance. So the reason I go Death Dance, I'm against like double AP matchup, right? So if there's a jungle AP or jungle mid AP matchup, like you can go Hex Drinker, you can go Maw third item. But if they're behind, you can go Death Dance, because usually like the bot lane and the top lane will be AD. Depending on the game though, like honestly I could have won Hex Drinker this game. I could have won a lot of items. Death Dance is just solid because it makes you able to play team fights like way more aggressively because of the damage reduction and the heal off kills. It also like takes away the dot damage if you get a kill. So we get a hook on Tryndamere, and I made the mistake of, I don't even know how I let him do that to me. I guess because he has Gale Force. It's kind of hard to remember the Tryndamere will have Gale Force, and you can just perma-dash on you. But let's go on for some spicy shit, man. I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't think I was paying attention to this fight at all. I'm pretty sure I was reading chat when I died there. Or after I died. This is entertaining, though. Ooh! Got shit on, homie. Jin's just firing shots. We gotta kill this Akali, bro. It's so important. We must kill her. Guys, don't let her get away. Wow. Alright, Baron time. We're 15k gold up, and we just realized Baron's on the map, guys. Wait, why don't we just start it? I think this was my call, actually. Yeah, this was my dumbass call, bro. We have nobody, and I was like, Baron. And my team's like, wait, that was a dumbass call. Why did we follow this guy? And I said, sorry, guys, my bad. My bad, guys. I don't know why I called that Baron. I was like, damn, bro, like this whole time we weren't doing Baron. We might as well just go now, but I didn't think about my teammates. But it's fine. We wasted time, but Dragon's up, coming back up. So I said sorry. My team said it's okay, man. It happens. I definitely wasted both of their time, but on the bright side, we didn't throw the game off of it. Take the Dragon for free. It's time for me and Blitz to do a little bit of business. Now the problem is we split up. You don't want to be split with your business partner. You want to be together as a team. My Blitz realizes that I split up, and he's like, oh shit, I gotta back my boy up. I stall for it. I'm trying to bait for a Blitz hook. Just like it's staying slightly in their range, but Blitz hook goes a little bit wide. But my hook doesn't. Hit on Tryndamere, pop his R. Alright, let's see how I play this. Kind of in a similar position as last time. I'm stalling around the Tryndamere. But I don't actually go for the R, just because Draven was autoing him right before the ulti ran out. Next target, I go for a minion, yeah. But my Jace hits the Akali, so I'm just kind of watching at this point. Oh, yes, Blitzy. I can finally combo. Didn't ulti there either. I didn't really seem... I didn't deem that ulti too worth to go for. If I mistimed it, it would have been shit. Oh, actually, this is nice. So, when you're super far ahead and there's an ADC on your screen, right? If they don't have Shield Bow, or you have Serpent's Fang, but with this in this patch, you're not really building Serpents. Opening with R can be a kill, right? In Season 9, opening with R was like standard because the ulti did full damage. It just did AD damage instead of the true. But now it does that with 50% reduced. So the combo here is ER. I hit him at the top right edge. And that Q flash sweet spot I was talking about is what I do here. So I ER, and as the E is traveling to me, I go for Q flash. I also autoed the Jhin there. I autoed off the R. Q flash, and this sweet spot I'm talking about right there. This is where I flashed behind Jhin to get the Q damage and the E stun instantly. Now, I didn't have Hail, unfortunately, so it looked a little bit less cool. But if I had Hail there, he would have died pretty fast. It's okay, I still get him. I'll play it one more time. Because that sweet spot is pretty damn hard to get used to. But very important. And it looks pretty cool too. So super slow-mo, right? I get the auto. So the auto's going to give him a 99% slow, right? So he's pretty much going to be stuck. Go for the Q flash right here. So this is kind of the hitbox. It's just slightly behind him. I guess his shoulder, kind of. It's kind of hard to explain. But what's important is being able to hit the Q hitbox behind you so that the E can land. Okay. I'm done talking about that. And we go. Nearly hits a hook. I want to bait her W onto me, but she doesn't go for it. I mean, she tries to, but she just dies. Alright. And that's the game. Hopefully that was pretty helpful. I didn't take as many notes as I wanted to. Can we go back over it? Yeah, let's go back over it. Just like skim through it. Make some notes. So level 1, this like how I started my snowball early. Low kill pressure, let him shove you early. Look to pressure them off wave in front of turret. It's really important to be able to punish them when they have the wave in front of your turret and they're walking up to harass you, you know? You want to be able to find the windows. There's always windows. Like every player on NA I've played against has windows of opportunities that you can find to punish. But the better they get, just the less opportunities you get or even see, you know? Sometimes against really good players, you won't even see any opportunities. You're like, damn, that guy was so good, I couldn't do anything. But sometimes jungle and support can affect that matchup quite hard. So I pretty much get a solo kill off of the wave coming into me, right? And I just hook her onto my turret. Get a lot of kills doing that. And you just need a lot of practice in your lane phase to be able to execute it and find people's openings. My mid game, yeah, I'll do mid game here. This one's gonna be, I don't give a fuck. Mid game, I walk around a lot with engaged supports. 2-man, just like 2-man roams, and we clear vision. And looking for picks. It's a very solid play. And if you have a duo queue, you can do this very well, especially in lower elos. I don't like promoting duo because I think you can perform really, really well solo queue on Pyke mid. But having a duo makes it a lot easier to execute. In Challenger, I'm just really good, and the jungler is usually really good at playing with me. So But if you're like gold or plat, you need to be able to carry your weight if you're not in comms, or if you're not just people that play together a lot. When I play with helicopter, like honestly we wouldn't even need to comms. It just helps. But we've just played together so many times that I don't think we actually need voice comms to be able to combo together. That's pretty much it for the review, though. I'm trying to think of some more notes. This mid-game note is really important. It's how you can find a lot of kills. Playing for vision is just... It's really broad, but it's really important to play for vision, you know? It doesn't matter how good a player is if they don't have vision of a certain area. Like they have to play super safe, and if they overextend at the wrong time, they're fucked, pretty much. Having sweeper is, you know, what enables this. What else is there? Yeah, I'd rather not just think on video. I think I'm gonna call it there. See how it goes. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.